In this video, I'm going to show you how to write the standard equation of a translated ellipse that has been shifted away from the origin as its center, and we're going to focus on one that has a vertical major axis, so it'll be a vertical ellipse. Alright, things that you're going to find helpful is the formula for that equation. Alright, moved away from the center with a center of HK. A vertical major axis would be x minus h quantity squared over b squared plus y minus k squared over a squared equals 1. So there's our basic equation that we're going to use. Our center will be at hk. And I always tell my students, if you've got a formula and you've got minuses in your formula, when you move those numbers in and out, like I need to pull out just the center, or I'm going to put the center, I've got the center and I'm going to put it into the equation, you're always doing the opposite of what you think it's going to be. It's going to be the opposite of the letters that you see, and it's going to be due to the fact that the formulas have minus signs in them. For example, my h here is a minus 1, so if I put that into that formula, minus a negative 1 there is going to give me a positive 1. So in other words, it just turns out to be the opposite. When I take this negative 1 and I put it in, it'll be positive, okay, because of the way those formulas work. A couple other formulas that will be helpful here. Your major axis formula is 2a, your minor axis formula is 2b, and then you can also use a squared minus b squared equals c squared in order to find any one of the missing values that you wouldn't have that you would need. Alright, so in this example it says write the standard equation for an ellipse with its center at -1, -2, and with a vertical major axis of 8 and a minor axis of 4. Okay, so important information that we need out of this. The center is at -1, -2. It has a vertical major axis of 8 and a minor axis of 4. Okay, so for starters, I think we're just going to find our A value. Our vertical major axis is 8. Well, if I know the length of the major axis is 2a, I can set 2a equal to 8. 2a equal to 8. I can divide both sides by 2, solve for a. That tells me my A value then is 4. Alright, I can do the exact same thing. It tells me that the length of my minor axis is 4. My formula is a 2b for my minor axis, so I can set 2b equal to 4, divide both sides by 2, and find out that my b value is 2. Alright, now that I know my a value and my b value, I need those two for my formula. I also need the center for the h and the k, so now I am ready to write the equation. Alright, so my h value is a -1. I'm going to plug it in. Minus a -1 gives me a positive 1, or you can just always remember when you put it in, it's the opposite of what you see. So x plus 1 quantity squared, and then over my b squared. B is 2. 2 squared then is 4. Okay, plus. Now, my k value is a -2. When I plug in my formula, I got to do the opposite, alright? Or you can think of negative minus a -2 gives you the positive 2. Either way you want to look at that. So y plus 2 quantity squared, and then over a squared, my a is 4. 4 squared is 16, and then equals 1. So then I have written the standard equation of that ellipse, and it is a translated ellipse that's been moved away from the origin. Alright, so just one quick example here of how you would write that standard equation of a vertical major axis ellipse. Definitely thanks for watching, and be sure and share with your friends. Thanks.